Hey Dad, could I please have some pudding?
No, Caillou, you cannot have pudding.
What? But why not?
Because, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
What are you talking about? We didn't even have meat for dinner.
Oh come on, Caillou, you seriously did not get the joke?
What joke?
I was referencing the song by Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall. Come on, everyone knows that song, so I figured you'd get the joke.
I don't listen to Pink Floyd. I'm only 4 years old.
Yeah, well, you should really start listening to them. They're like one of the greatest bands in the world.
I'll think about it.
Gosh, Caillou is such a buzzkill. He can't even take a single joke. Oh well, maybe Rosie will get my joke.
Daddy, could I please have some pudding?
No, Rosie, you cannot have any pudding.
But why?
Because, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
But we didn't even have any meat.
Are you freaking kidding me, Rosie? How did you not get the joke?
Wait, there was a joke.
Yes, Rosie. Haven't you ever heard Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 by Pink Floyd? I was referencing that.
I've never listened to any song by Pink Floyd before. The only artists I've ever listened to are Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus.
Well, maybe you just need a better taste in music, because Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift both suck. You really need to listen to Pink Floyd.
You are such a jerk.
Gosh, none of the kids think my joke is funny. Seriously, just because they're under the age of 10 doesn't mean they can't listen to Pink Floyd. Oh well, maybe Daisy, Cody or Emily will get the joke.
Hey Daddy, could I please have some pudding?
No, Daisy, you cannot have any pudding.
What? But why?
Because, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
But we didn't even have meat for dinner.
Oh come on, are you freaking serious?
What do you mean?
It was a joke. I was referencing Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. Gosh, do any of you have a taste in music?
I've never listened to any song by Pink Floyd before.
Yeah, well you should. They're really your type of band, considering you're British. Gosh, can't anyone in this house take a joke? Am I the only one around here who gets comedy?
Hey Dad, could I please have some pudding?
No, Cody, you may not.
Why not?
Because, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
What's that supposed to mean? We didn't even have any meat.
Of course he doesn't get it either. Cody, it's a joke. That was a reference to Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. I can't believe you or any of your siblings have never listened to Pink Floyd before. What are you, modern pop fans?
Dad, we're just kids. I'm not even a year old yet. We've never gotten a chance to listen to those old classic rock bands from the 70s.
Fine then, please just go away.
Hey Daddy, I was wondering if
No, Emily, you cannot have pudding. Because if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Please tell me you get the joke.
What joke?
That was a reference to Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. Man, none of you seem to like classic 70s rock. You kids only seem to like Pink Floyd and Cocomelon. Come on, why can't you start listening to bands like AC/DC, Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, or Queen?
I'm only a few months old. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to those.
Fine, Emily, just leave. No one likes you anyway. You're probably one of the worst of Caillou's many siblings from the Beyond Caillou series. You never get jokes, you're just like the others. So good riddance.
Technically I'm not even Caillou's sibling, my father is Childish Dad, and my mother is Doris.
Boris, what's this I hear about you telling the kids a joke they're too young to understand?
Oh yeah, I was making a joke by telling the kids if they don't eat their meat, they can't have any pudding, because they were asking for pudding. It was a reference to the ending of the song by Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
But Boris, all of the kids are still in preschool. How do you expect any of them to know anything about Pink Floyd? You know that they aren't going to get jokes like that. And for this, you are grounded. Go upstairs to our room right now.